So YouTube, what's good world? Y'all really the world to me. I'm really just speaking to the world and giving out fucking values to y'all. But look, I'm gonna get straight to the point. I just hopped in the sales, right? Had my first fucking orientation over with. Actually, I finished that shit yesterday. But boom, on my first ever day of training, we got training for 2 weeks, right? Bro, my first day, we pop out to this huge fucking event up in the fucking movie theater, celebrating all these fucking achievements that we did over the past year for our sales company. You know, I sell for Frontier, right? So it's like we had this annual event going on. So I got lucky to show up to that. Got a whole bunch of cool shit, whatever. But anyway, I get out in the field, right? First day. And you know, it was fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot of people we talked to, a lot of no's, a lot of yeses, a lot of maybes, a lot of persuasion going on. And I learned a lot, right? And, you know, for any of you guys who are really trying to get into sales, I gotta tell y'all a few things, all right? I am new, but I've learned a fucking lot, and I understand a lot of the key foundational shit that is required to be fucking good at this business, all right? So starting with number one, the first, oh, by the way, y'all, I'm also in a fucking e-commerce. Like, I'm still doing this shit. Really, my main mission is to get on some fucking sales, lock in, run up some fucking money, use all that money to pump in the ads and run up my e-commerce store that way. Just so I'm fucking getting multiple sources of income and really just running some fucking shit up, right? But sales is also cool because on some real shit, like, y'all really learn, and me included, like, we all really learn, like, intrinsically valuable skills from sales. Communication, articulation, enthusiasm. That this one dude mentioned it, I think his name is Vin, how that mind muscle connection is very important when it comes to having something in our mind and being able to put it into a word verbally. And a faster and more effective you could do that is such a more, it's just a really good fucking skill to have. And I'm kind of losing it right now because I don't know if you caught me right off of my fucking shift in the field, bro. I was on fire. I always had something to say. It was like flowing. I mentioned it something like a machine gun, bro. I don't run out of ammo. I just keep on yapping. Never running out of anything to say. Always on the next thing and always one step ahead of what the other person thinks I'm gonna be saying. So with that being said, let's get on to the first three most important things I could take away and you could take away from sales in general. First thing, if you really want to get fucking good at this shit, bro, you need to put those shots up. It's a volume game at the end of the day. How many doors are you knocking on? How many talk tos, which are how many people you actually talk to when they open the door, have you gone through? How many presentations? How far did you get in a conversation to where you presented them how your fucking business and service is better than all the rest? How many closes did you get? You feel me? It's a numbers game, bro. It's really about how many houses did you fucking hit at the end of the day? How many did you knock on? How many people did you talk to, bro? Because each and every time you do that, you're building experience. And as you do that, you're getting fucking better. The more volume you put in and the quality of volume that you put in, okay, that also matters. The faster you're gonna fucking get good, okay? Now, that is the fastest way to get fucking good, bro. No amount of academic work is gonna help you. This is one of the most invaluable things. It's like the fucking gym. The only way to get good in the fucking gym is to get in the fucking gym and do it. And do it consistently and put consistent effort in for a long enough time. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right, next thing is, one thing I kind of realized for myself is that you got to be more aggressive, bro. If you get a no for the first time, they're like, I don't know how I feel about it, or I'm not really that interested. Okay, cool, totally fine. But look, I just wanted to bring it to your attention because this and this. All right, you got this problem and we can fix it this way. And a lot of other people, your neighbors included, are getting helped out right now. So I just wanted to bring it up to your attention. You feel me? I just wanted to let you know. And it's like totally cool. I'm not accepting it because you still have the same problem. What I'm saying is whenever you get a rejection, you got to treat it as like, there's this game we play mentally. It's called 3 no's and a go. So first no, first rejection, you're gonna say totally fine, no worries. You know, a lot of your customers, a lot of your neighbors are experiencing sales speeds at extremely high prices, and I just want to bring it up to your attention just so that you're not one of them. Something along those lines, so that you get past the no, you forget that it even happened, and you are still in the game, you're still in the interaction, you are still in the fucking game to get that sale, okay? You got to look at it like that. Every single interaction is like a new game. It's like a new round. It's like a new fucking duel. Like on Mortal Kombat, all right? I'm kind of thinking about Mortal Kombat. It's like a new fight, all right? It's a brand new fight. You get in that shit and you got to win. You're not out until you get 3 fucking no's. Until they're like, nah, I'm really sure I'm not interested, all right? Yeah, they might be cool with it the first time. They might be like, yeah, I'm not cool, but nah, no worries. I'm on it again. But nah, totally fine, right? You know, I'm just here to let you know and inform you about this. Oh no, all right, no worries. You know what? I'll just come around. You know, we tend to come around as Cardi C, and that's what we'll do. So expect me later on today, all right? But other than that, take it easy. You know, have a good one. That's it. All right. So 3 no's and go. I kind of yapped on that part, but yeah, 3 no's and go. The last thing before we wrap it up, I want to keep this one quick because we're looking at 5 minutes, is that you have to, with the icebreakers, first of all, you have to do an icebreaker, bro. You can't just walk up on them and be like, hey, look, I'm with so-and-so company. I'm trying to sell you this because this, and, you know, provide you value, whatever. Bro, that's already too salesy. Bro, you got to establish that rapport, that connection very quickly in order to close that deal, okay? You know, we're not trying to sit here for fucking 30 minutes, all right? Ideally. Yeah, nah. So the way you do this is to do an icebreaker, throw an icebreaker in there, something based on the environment, something based on them, something that is around them, all right? An example, say you're me, you're throwing an icebreaker to me. One thing you could ask me is, hey, how do you do it? What's the method? How do you get it done? The mustache, man. How do I get one of those? You know? And that's about me. That's something I did. That's something that I had to put effort in. That's something that I spent time, energy, and resources in and thinking about, you know? So it's something close to me to the point where, oh yeah, I would actually feel really good if someone asked me and brought it up and maybe complimented me on that. You know, so it's got to be related and tailored to them, something they would want to do. If it's an older grandma, maybe bring up her nice garden. If it's a younger kid or a younger dude, you know, we're aiming for the fucking Bill Perrys here, the people that fucking pay for the ride, not the kids. So if it's a younger guy, you might want to talk about his beard, his shades, his fucking aesthetic ass house, okay? Something they put effort in, okay? Maybe the house ain't, you know, it might be his bitch. But maybe like talking about his watch or some shit, you know? Something he is around him, something that's about him. Icebreaker got to be around the people. The better it's accurate, the more relevant it is to that person, the more impact it has potentially as an icebreaker. Now there's other things that go into it, of course, like your delivery, how you meant what you said, how genuine you came off, how friendly, how well you smiled, how sharp, enthusiastic, and overall, yeah, friendly you came off in saying what you're saying. But once you establish that connection, you can run it down to 5 steps. But yeah, those are the 3 things, just to run it back to you, okay? It's a volume game, all right? You want to get good fast? Put the most shots up, all right? Knock on the most fucking... Get knocking, little nigga. Get knocking. You got to if you want to be good. Next thing, you got to be aggressive as fuck. And I'm speaking this for myself, too. When I heard a couple no's, I was like, oh, okay. But then my trainer coming in, he's like, yeah, well, actually, we're doing this right now. This promotion, you get 50% off or $50 off for like the first 3 months. And boom, you're back in the game. You're building that certainty again, all right? And then the last thing is, oh, bro, that's another thing, certainty, but I'll talk about it another day. And the last thing is, the icebreaker, man. You got to get that icebreaker in before anything. It's a conversation before the conversion, before the close. You have to get the conversation in and build that human connection before you actually pitch to the fucking customer, okay? And you do that by a good-ass icebreaker that is what? That is what to them? That is related, that is relevant, that is accurate, that is as related to that person, something they would do as possible, okay? And something that's as meaningful for them too. Anyway, that's it. That's my sauce. All right, 3 pieces of gems. My first day as a fucking salesman. I'm already saying it in my fucking words, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm doing this however often I feel like it. And each and every video that you do, you're going to see a dramatic fucking difference in the way I'm speaking, my salesmanship, my professionalism. That's another thing. We got to work on the professionalism, fellas. Unless you got that code switch down, you're doing a fucking great job. But for me, speaking for me, I got to work on my lingo. I got to work on my slang, because that is not something that is appropriate and that will get me sales and that will make me look credible in the face of a potential customer. All right. So with that being said, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. And I hope you got some value out of this. See you till next time.